Hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you had a very special Christmas. I know me and my girls did. As you can see, this is not a vlog, but I did want to use this platform to have a personal conversation with you and to connect on a different level. This video, I'm going to be talking about faith and also about healing. And first of all, no, I am not a Christian by some people's standard. I think because I do believe in Jesus, I think by some standards that does make me a Christian. But by any means, I am not religious. I do rely on what I read and how I interpret the Bible for my spiritual guidance. I also seek YouTube videos that break down scriptures for me. I listen to sermons and stuff like that. Other than that, I lack spiritual guidance. So as you can imagine, my journey trying to connect and build that relationship with God has been up and down. And like I said, I've also been on my healing journey as well. So for someone who lacks spiritual guidance, I'm pretty sure you can imagine that my healing journey is also very up and down. And there is the extreme of feeling healed and then not feeling healed. Naturally, when you are healing, you're going to have moments where you feel healed and moments when you don't. But I feel like mine are so extreme that I'm only starting to realize now that maybe I'm just now taking those first steps into actually healing. And this is what I mean. First of all, I had my first real breakthrough, I think. I don't know, a lot has happened these past couple of days. I've been feeling bad and I just have not been knowing what to do with myself. So I've had a different type of conversation with God recently, and that just led me down this long conversation, this deep prayer, where I was really just starting to uncover the truth and really dig into some things that I probably should have dug into and talked to God about a whole lot sooner, because it's only now where I'm actually starting to feel like I've actually took that first step to heal myself. Now, let me just give you a little bit of backstory. I started my healing journey 2022. And 2025, about to be 2026, this is my first sign of real relief. I've had moments where I thought I was healed, and I had moments where I realized that I'm not. And it's been like that for years. But anyway, I have this prayer with God, and all of a sudden, like, my atmosphere, my whole world has started to shift because I'm looking at things a lot differently now. I went to him in prayer, and I didn't pray the same prayer that I've been praying to him. Because let me just tell you this, because I'm new to, prayer and faith, I don't really know how to do either of those things. I struggle with faith and I struggle with prayer. But for the first time, I went to God and I did not ask him for something. For a very long time, I felt like going to God and asking him for something and getting that something in return was how I healed myself. And I'm just starting to realize that I was wrong, and I've been wrong all along. And that's probably the reason why I experienced those extreme moments of healed and not healed. But anyway, my prayer was different now. And I really felt a really big release after talking to God this last time, because finally I felt like I was able to give him all the pain that I was holding on to and all of this baggage. I can't really get into the explicit details of what this conversation actually looked like, but it took some time to get here. And this wasn't just like a one day conversation. This is multiple conversations over the years. And then finally, this one conversation is the one that actually clicked, and where I was actually able to understand and really get somewhere on my faith and healing. So anyway, after some deep prayer, I finally surrendered. And I swear I've surrendered so many times before, but nobody talks about how hard it is to actually surrender and to actually let go. Because I feel like I've done this before. I've surrendered so many times and I let go so many times, and I've given it to God so many times. But it's like now, I think I've actually surrendered. I don't think, I know. Because like I just said, my atmosphere has shifted. I don't feel the way that I felt before. I'm not saying, this is no overnight miracle, because I'm not just all of a sudden I'm just healed and I'm okay, because I am okay. But I still feel that pain. It's still there. It's lingering. I feel it. And I'm not afraid of it anymore. I'm feeling it, and I'm still knowing and understanding that I'm okay. And I don't think I've ever been able to say that before, if that makes sense. Even though I am hurting, I still feel like I can breathe, and I still feel like God has me. This is the first time that I have actually been able to say this. And I've been praying for years. I don't know. My prayer just all of a sudden I don't know what happened. I was about to pray and ask God for something else. But then all of a sudden, instead of me asking for something, I was over here thanking him and apologizing for being so ungrateful. And then that led to me talking about so many other things. And then, yeah, it just got real deep. And I'm just finally starting to realize what all of these other videos that I've watched about faith, what they actually meant when they say, give it to God, surrender. And I'm not trying to preach or anything like that. It's just, I've had a real moment, and I just feel like it was something that is worth talking about, because I've struggled so long with having faith and with trying to let go, with trying to heal. And this whole time, I have not had a clue about what I was doing. I was just doing it. I was just praying. I was just getting through the days. But in order to heal, you really have to let go. And to be honest with you, it's so much easier to say let go and let God than it actually is, because I'm only now able to actually let go. And it took me some time to get to the point to even be able to let go, if that makes sense. And I thought I've let things go before, but I realized no, I haven't, because I've if I can't step into a room where somebody's hurt me, and I can't like just be able to handle them with grace and be able to just look at them and I don't know, just handle them in a certain way, a godly way, then no, I'm not healed. But I feel like now I could be in the same room with some people that have hurt me, and I think I will be absolutely fine. Even though those memories are still there, that pain still lingers, I will be okay standing next to them. Versus in the past, I can't honestly say that I will be okay in the same room with these people, if that's making any sense at all. But anyway, I've probably talked long enough already, but my whole point, this is just to bookmark and stamp. I really needed to put a record of this down somewhere, y'all, because first of all, I don't have nobody to talk to this type of stuff about. And I want to remember this moment, because I finally had my first real breakthrough, and I'm finally able to do things that I didn't think that I would be able to do, to say things that I didn't think I would be able to say. So this video is more so for me, but I'm also putting this out there too, because I'm pretty sure somebody else has had this type of struggle and has experienced this. But we're going to remember this, that a couple days ago, I finally had my real breakthrough on my healing journey. And this is just a reminder that everything is okay. And if I start to lose my way again and I get confused about where I am at, you need to remember the conversation that you had with God. And remember that everything really is okay. But anyway, this video was more so for me. Yeah. That's really all I had to say. But I'm going to shut up now, and I'll be back next week. Bye.